Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do these double French braids, and I just think they're so pretty and they're pretty easy. It does take practice if you don't know how to French braid, but like, I don't know, I love it and it's super just casual and pretty, and I don't know, I just really love it and I wanted to show you guys how I do them, and I kind of just walk through it. So if you want to learn how I do these double French braids, then keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger towards the middle of my forehead and I'm just going to drag it upwards and to start the middle part. Since this is going to be two braids evenly, we're gonna start in the middle, and then I should have a comb, and if you have one it'll probably be a lot easier. I just lost mine because I lose everything, so I have to use my finger, but it'll be fine. It takes a lot longer, but it'll be okay. So I just kind of follow that line down until I'm happy with the part, and you'll know what kind of part looks good for you. I feel like it's easier to tell with your own hair what looks fine. But yeah, so if you have a comb it'd probably be a lot easier. So I'm just gonna keep parting it until we get all the way down to the back. And to also, one more thing is, make sure that you lean your head down, that way you can pull the hair like this forward so you're not messing up the part. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. So once that's done, I just take the part, or one half of, I take half of my hair and I put it in a ponytail just to hold back this half, so that when I'm braiding this side, I'm not pulling from the other half to kind of ruin the part. I'm just gonna pull it in a really tight ponytail. That way I don't do that, because you want your part to be as straight as possible, and I always struggle with that. So but yeah, and then I try and just brush this out because it gets kind of tangly after messing with it. I'm gonna pull my hair back and I'm just gonna brush it backwards because I want the braids to kind of go like this. So when I start, I'm just gonna take a small section of my hair, about that much, which isn't very much. I like to start small, and then I'm gonna separate it into, let me move this, 3 pieces, and I'm gonna start with the top and I'm gonna place it under the middle and just pull, and then I go to the bottom and bring it under the middle again, and that's basically all it is. And the only difference is when you're French braiding, you just take a little piece of hair like that, make sure you're not grabbing extra hair, and then you just put it under the middle, and then when you're doing the bottom, you just grab a piece of hair, place it with the other piece that was already gonna go underneath, and put it under. And that's really all it is to French braiding. It's not it takes a lot of practice because it's not hard, it's not a hard when you're just watching it, but it took me a while to be able to braid my own hair, and with nails it's so much harder. So just be patient. It does take practice, it did take me a while to like be able to do it, and I'm learning right now that like with nails, because I haven't like braided my hair in a while, that it is hard with nails to do this, honestly. Like I keep grabbing extra pieces, so, and my arm's getting tired. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep braiding, and when you get to the middle of your hair, you're gonna want to, see, look, I'm just like messing up. You're gonna want to bring all your hair forward, and like you'll see what I mean when we get to that part. But yeah, so I'm just gonna keep braiding. Done, and then you just want to tie it off so that it stays. And yeah, so it's like I said, it just takes a lot of practice, and it's definitely harder if you have nails. Like that was a struggle, and also my hair is falling out. Like I just have hair everywhere, but it was kind of a struggle. So also if you have little pieces that come up, you could just like hide it with like a bobby pin. So like I'll just go through and find the pieces that are sticking up, and I'll just like pin them like kind of downwards so it kind of hides the bobby pin, but also pins down that area. And there you go, it's a braid. So we'll go through and do the other side. So when you start like the other side, you just pull your hair back, then you brush it backwards since that's the way you want like your braid to go. And then, whew, my arms are tired. You're just gonna take a small section of hair, and you can also take a bigger section at first. I think it's really just like preference, or what look you're going for, and that will really, you know, determine what size of a beginning like strand you take of your hair. And you know, you just pull it underneath the middle. So all you're doing is just grabbing some more hair and then pulling the top under, and then you just go between the top and the bottom, and you just pull hair into it and make sure to like pull it tight. But that's also another thing too, is that like you don't have to pull it tight. Like I just really like my braids tight. But if you don't, like, you don't have to. You can make them, like, looser, which is pretty, too. I use this a lot before, like, bed and stuff. And, well, I used to. I haven't done my hair, like, braided it in a very long time. It's been kind of a while, so this is fun. And I miss braiding my hair. And I remember having, like, people ask me, like, oh, how do you braid your hair? Like, I wish I could do French braids. And I was like, I can make a video on how I braid my hair because I do it often. So, well, at the time I did it often. So here I am making a video for you guys because it's fun. I think it's really, really cool to braid your hair. I think it looks pretty. I think it looks good on everyone, honestly. And yeah, so it's kind of hard. not gonna lie. Like, it took me a while to learn it. I don't know how many times I've said that. I'm so sorry. It's late. So this one's a little messy. I always find that one side is always harder for me than the other side. Unfortunately, that just kind of happens, but it's okay. It works out, you know? You kind of figure out what works for you and what doesn't. And sometimes I have to like redo one side of it just because it does get kind of like messy on one side. Like, it's always, I think it's always this side, because it's always the side I end on, and maybe it's just because my hands get tired or my arms get tired. So I feel like it's always this side that's like more messy, but it doesn't bother me. I mean, like I said in doing the first side, you can just use bobby pins to like pin down anything that's like loose. So that's good. It'll all work out. Like, it looks good, and honestly, like, with practice, it just gets better. And I haven't braided my hair in a while, so that's why it's taken me a lot longer to braid it. And I have nails on, and I didn't realize having long nails was gonna make it really hard to braid my hair. So that's what it looks like. And then we'll see if there's anything that needs to be pinned down, just like this piece right here. I also have like pieces that just kind of want to stick up. And like I said, when pinning down the first side, if you didn't catch that, I always try to like put the bobby pins in facing down like this, so that it hides it in the braid, kind of. That way you can't really see it. So that's what it looks like. And I love doing this. It's fun, and I really hope like it helps. If you don't know how to French braid and you wanted to know. But yeah, so that's it. That's all it is. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.